especially those who are so many missed exams, no? Hindi pa rin kumukuha. So, para maengganyo kayo, ma-motivate kayong makuha, no, to get the examination, let me show you how to compute your final grade. Ilang weeks na lang tapos na tayo. So, paano yung mga may miss exam? Makakahabol pa ba? So, tingnan natin. Then, third, let me proceed to, then after that, showing the computation of the final grades. Paano ba kino-compute? In Excel form. So tingnan na natin sa Excel, sa laptop, paano kino-compute ang grades ninyo. Then after that, let me discuss skewness and kurtosis. And tomorrow, you will prepare again for another long test. No? Kasi sa mga susunod, baka wala naman tayong kadaming pasok. Walang pasok, di ba? Holy Week, then araw ng kagitingan, baka may isisingit na naman sa April na Bulacan Day. So yan. Okay, so let me start now. At 8:41, I have 49 attendees. Okay, so let me present first, no? Ayan, kasasabi ko lang. Hindi pa siya late. May 3 minutes pa. 8:42. Let me present my... Wait lang. Nasaan siya? Okay. Let me present my screen. Is my screen visible now? Visible
Yes,
na? Oh, okay, so yan. So ito yung template, ang tawag natin, template o format in submitting your final course output. So hindi natin tatawagin na project, kundi final course output. So marami kayong output. So anong mga output ninyo? Recitation, attendance, activities, worksheets, long test, term examination. Ito yung pinaka-final, no? Final. And this is 40 points. So 40 points yan, ha? And then the title is Collecting and Organizing Data. Dapat sana magko-compute pa ng mean, median, mode. So may iba pa kayong i-collect. Pero nilimit ko na lang, no? Tamang-tama naman. Dapat talagang ilimit due to oil price hike. And a 4-day week lang tayo, no? 4-day week lang tayo ngayon. So, tama lang na nilimit ni ma'am. Kundi ang dami nyo pang gagawin sa final course output. So, ngayon lang, just collect the data and then interpret the data. So, itong isusulat ninyo, section group ninyo. BIT3P, G1, Group 1 ba kayo? Group 2, Group 3, Group 4, Group 5, Group 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hanggang Group 6 ang G1, no? Tapos naman, kung kayo ay G2, so lagyan nyo naman, 3P G2, Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, Group 4, and then Group 5. Meron din naman na 6 members ata dito. Dito ba yung may 6 members ako? Okay, so ayan siya, ha? Next. So unang susulat nyo, leader. Sinong leader ng group? Nilagay ko lang to kasi hindi ko alam kung sino leader ng group 1, no? G1 group 1. Siya yung nasa una sa list. So for example, the group leader is Mr. Aljon Aguilar. Then write the members. So sila yung bibigyan ko ng score. So the final course output is for 40 points. 40 points, no? So una, introduction. Mga 5 sentences lang. Introduction. For example, group leaders, you listen now, and also the members. For the introduction, first sentence, what is the aim? What is your aim? Kung kayo ang grupo, no? Our aim here is, this is an evidence na natutunan ninyo ang one of the lessons in the SFT 313. Pero pag kayo kumukolekta ng data about dyan, ano yung aim nyo? Bakit Bakit kayo nagko-collect ng data na yan? So that is the first sentence. What is your purpose? What is your objective? Or what is your aim in collecting data about employment of food processing technology graduates? Yun yung first sentence nyo. Then, the remaining sentences, kasi hanggang 5 lang naman, wag nang damihan, no? Wag nang damihan. Ano yung methods of collecting data ninyo? What are the methods or what is the methods of collecting data? Nag-interview ka ba? Ayan, ang mga palate-late. 8:46. So late na siya. Magulayaw. 8:46. Ay, nawala. Ano ba yan? Nagpapa-admit nawala. Okay, let me go back. Okay, so yan. Second, okay, second class, so second sentence, what is the method of collecting data? Paano ka ba nag-collect? Online interview ba? No? Online interview ka ba? O kaya personal interview ka? Or simply you give a questionnaire? Then after that, what is the method of presenting the data? So hindi naman tayo nag-graph. So nag-present ka by tabular form, no? By frequency distribution table. So yun lang ang laman ng introduction or narrative ninyo. Next, after that, table 1. So ayan na, nilagay ko na. Course-related employment statistics of BS Food Processing Technology graduates. Job title. Ano bang job niya? Entrepreneur? Ilan ang naging na-interview nyo? So how many pala i-interviewin? So instead of 30, nilimit ko na lang. 20 lang. 20 respondents. 20 graduates of food technology. Okay. So ilan ang entrepreneurship? For example, 2. Percentage. So baka hindi nyo pa alam yung percentage. Frequency divided by total times 100. Rounding off numbers, Kung whole number, okay. Pag may decimal, into 2 decimal places. Okay. Next, ilan ang chef? Ilan ang baka, ano tawag niya? Nasa kitchen lang, hindi ko alam particular kung ano yung word na yon, no? Ilan yung frequency, then percentage, and here is 20. Then interpret the result, no? Mga 5 sentences lang, no? 5 sentences lang din ang interpretation. Ang interpretation nito ay nasa organizing data. Nasa organizing data. Tingnan nyo doon yung ungroup data and then ininterpret siya, no? Ininterpret. Pag percentage, lalagay mo lang doon. Sasamahan nyo, hindi panay frequency lang. Sasamahan nyo rin ang percentage. For example, 38% of the graduates, no? Or the respondents. The respondents are entrepreneur. Okay. And the list is 5%. Okay, alam mo, 2 of them or 2% of them are chefs. So, ganun lang, simple interpretation. Then, table 2. Ito na yung title. Workplace-related injuries. Ano yung mga injury nila? Burn, nahiwa ba, and so on and so forth. Frequency, then percentage. Then, write at least 5 sentences about the table. No? About the table. Using the frequency and also the percentage. Pwedeng 3 percentage about the percentage and 2 frequency about the frequency. Next, table 3, safety measures. Anong mga safety measures ang in-employed nila? No? Nung as worker sila doon, no? Sa kanilang job. Okay? So, frequency and percentage and then interpretation. Class, pag nagsusulat, no need to write the interpretation. Hindi natin sinusulat yung interpretation, only the sentences na. Huwag nung ilagay yung word na interpretation, no? Only the sentences. Ganon din ang paggawa ng thesis, no? Hindi mo susunod interpretation, no? Sasabihin mo lang, table 3 shows that, and so on and so forth. Okay. Wala tong interpretation na, wala yung interpretation, wala yan. Okay. Yung introduction, pwedeng wala din. Just the, what do you call this? The 5 sentences. Okay. So, limit lang natin sa 5 sentences. Okay. Pag chinek yan, so 5% or 5 points for the presentation. 5 points for the timeliness. So, na-submit mo ba on time? And then, 15% for the computation, and then 15% for the presentation. Maayos ba yung pagkakasubmit ninyo, no? Maganda ba? Okay. Sa presentation, kasama yung interpretation. A total of 40 points. Okay? So, yan siya. Ilalagay ko naman to class sa GC, no? So, ilalagay ko yung format or template kasi ang word na ginagamit natin sa format ay template. So, this is the template. Any question about this? May gustong itanong? Hello? May gusto kayong itanong about the final course output? Submission of this is on March 31. March 31. So, kung may 5 kayo, 20 lang ang kailangan natin. So, tiga-4 kayo na i-interviewin, no? Tiga-4. Okay. Then, 15 sentences lang naman ang ilalagay. Tapos, kung may gustong mag-submit ng earlier, on or, kaya nilalagay natin submission on or before March 31, no? March 31. Okay? Any question that you would like to ask about the final course output? Hello, wala akong kausap. Is it okay now?
None.
None. Okay, none na daw. Okay, next let me proceed to the presentation of the computation of the final grade using Excel, no? Excel. What happened? Okay. Hindi ma-open. Why? Bagal. Okay, class. Ito na yung class record. Ito na yung mga scores ninyo, no? Encoded na, recorded na. So this is the Excel form. Ganyan ang pag-compute ng grade class. So ito na yung mga raw scores ninyo. So ang ilalagay dito, medyo maliit, lakihan natin. So this is for G1, walang pangalan, no? Hinide ni ma'am yung student number at saka yung pangalan. Ang makikita nyo lamang ay ang inyong mga score. Okay. So wala pa tayo na nilalagay sa number 1. So I'm going to write here your attendance. 18 lang, no? Ma'am, di ba twice a week lang tayong nagmi-meet? Di dapat 18 times 2. So 0.5 lang, no? 0.5 lang yon. And then 0.5. So in a week, 1 day lang, no? 1 point lang. Kaya in 18 weeks for 1 semester is 18 attendance. Ganun lang ang gagawin natin. Next, yung number 2 ay for your recitation. So bubuo tayo ng 18 points. So, nabigay na ni ma'am as written, 5 points, tsaka 8 points. So, that is already 13 points. Tapos, may everyday ka pa. Supposedly, ngayon pa lang dapat naka-earn ka na ng 18 points. So, eto, Activity 1, Activity 2, Activity 3, 20 points. Magkakaroon pa tayo ng Activity 4 sa mga susunod na lesson. Next, ito yung Worksheet 1, Worksheet 2, Worksheet 3, and then Worksheet 4. So, kasama yan sa performance ninyo. PT means performance test. Next project, so ito yung inyong final output for 40 points. Next long test, kita ba? Lakayan pa natin. Okay, so yan. Long test, ito na tayo. Long test 1, 2, and 3. So meron pa tayong 4 tomorrow. And then meron pa tayong pang-5. Okay, so mahaba-haba pa. Next now, after nyan, ito na yung midterm exam. And then the final exam. Okay, ito na yung Excel. Ito yan na yung formula. So yan, tingnan nyo. So yan, kahaba. So nilalagay na sa percentage. So yan, sa performance task. Ayan. 20%, 10% ang recitation at attendance, 20% ang activities and worksheets, 20% ang inyong project, and then long test nyo, 20% pa rin, and then term examination ninyo ay 30%. O may total score na. Siyempre, kasi naka-Excel, naka-formula na tayo. Inaantay na lang natin makumpleto for the final grade. Okay, so bigyan ko kayo ng isang example. So tingnan nyo ha. So wala siyang worksheet 4. Yan ang sinasabi, wala pa, hanggang ngayon pa. Nakalimutan ng activity 1, pero wala pa rin. Nakalimutan na rin ang long test 1. So, ire-reviewin mo yan, and then after that, you will get a score below the passing score. Paano pa yan? No? So, yan. So, dito naman, wala pa siyang long test 4. Kaya, last Saturday, so, minention ko na doon, please review the lessons, no? Na may miss exam kayo. Kasi kukuha nga, pero baksak naman, no? Basta makakuha lang. So, kailangan mo ng points kung kailangan mo ng points class. So, that is for G1. Ito ang G2. Okay, naka-hide din. Okay, yan ang G2. Okay, so tingnan natin. Wala pa siyang worksheet 1 and 4, and then long test 4. Then, worksheet 4, wala pang activity 2, walang 4. Tapos ito, 2. Then, long test 3. Okay. So yan, lalo naman ito. Activity 1, 2, 3, worksheet 1, long test 1. Okay. Next. Ayan, yung mga kulang-kulang, makikita ninyo ha. So yan. So, okay, no? Wala siya, wala. Tapos failed ang mga long test. Okay, so yan. Okay. So, yan ang problema natin, no? Yan ang problema. Okay. Let's say ito. Tingnan natin ito. 13. Paano ba? Drop ng asito. Okay. So, paano ba kinocompute ang grade? Dito tayo magkompleto, ha? Dito. Okay. Number 13. G2. Bibigyan ko yan ng example. Okay. Halimbawa nyo, so 19 siya, present siya noon. Tapos hindi na siya pumasok. So, ganito. Meron siya dito. Dito lagyan natin. 15. Worksheet niya, 12. Tatandaan ko lang. Baka kasi mamaya ay sorry. Balik ko lang ha. Tinandaan ko lang na dyan ako naglagay ng. Okay, so yan. Pagkatapos dito, wala. Tapos dito gumawa. Diba nyo, 10 lang siya. Dito 20 siya. Tapos wala na naman. Long test doon, long test, wala. No? Tapos, dito naglagay. For example, 20. Tapos nag-midterm, 48. So yan. Lagyan na natin to. Halimbawa nyo, a week before the final exam, kompleto na. Dahil dami niyang absences, 12 lang siya. Recitation out of 18, 10 lang siya. Tapos lagyan natin to, no? Lagyan natin yan. So, kumuha siya, pero nakalimutan na kanya eh. Kaya 9 na lang yung score niya. Tapos dito, latest naman yan. Pero, mababa din yung score niya kasi computation, quantiles. Itong tatlo, itong isa, face-to-face to. Ito pala, pinauwi ko yan, pero itong worksheet part 4 ay face-to-face ginawa, no? So face-to-face, for example, nakakuha siya ng 15. Okay. Pagdating sa long test, ang tagal na kasi, ang nakuha lang 10. Okay. Pagdating dito sa long test, kumuha rin siya, so 23. Okay. Next, so may laman na. Ngayon, halimbawa natin, mag-activity pa tayo, nakuha niya 15. Okay. Tapos ngayon, long test for tomorrow. So yan, abay nalito na sa skewness at kurtosis. 80 na lang. Okay. Tapos maglo-long test 5 pa, no? So, computation din yan. Naka-20 naman. Okay. Next project, for example, project, talagang tumulong naman. Binigyan ko ng 35 out of 5. Eto ngayon, class, no? Yan na. During the 1 week before the final exam, dapat, no, sinasabi ko na sa inyo, 1 week before the final exam, kompleto na dapat yan. Kasi pagdating ng final exam, ito na lang ang kailangan natin. Yan na lang ang kailangan natin during the final week. Final exam week. Ito na lang. Then after that, ma-check ang inyo. So please listen, no? Be attentive with this computation of grades. Pagkatapos, no? Na-check ni ma'am. So halimbawa, ng Monday may pasok na tayo. O kaya Tuesday, Wednesday, nag-check na si ma'am. Kasi kinalunisan noon ay encoding na sa portal, no? Bibigay mo na sa portal ang grade mo. Kaya ito na lang ang inaantay. Yari na yung grades mo, ito na lang ang inaantay sa'yo. O halimbawa, ayaw mo kasi panay computation magmula sa quantiles, no? Lagi ka pang ang absent, no? Pahuli-huli mo kinuha yung ibang test mo. At ito ang nakuha mo. So yan. Out of 80, so out of 80, nakakuha ka ng 40. Ayan, out of 40. Yan lang ang kinlik sa'yo, may final grade ka na. Kaya sabi mo, ano pong magagawa ko? Wala na. Kasi tapos na ang computation ng grade. Ito na lang ang inaantay natin. Ibibigay na sa'yo ang grade mo. Okay, so tingnan natin na kung ano yung na-compute na grade. Ayan, 5. Your grade is 63.59. Your grade is 63.59. Kaya sabi mo, ano pang magagawa ko, ma'am? Wala na. Tapos na. Binibigyan ka noon pa ng midterm grading period na every meeting, no? You are always reminded, please take your exam, bring a handwritten excuse letter, pero pinabayaan mo na, no? Pinabayaan mo na. Yun lang ang hihintayin, tapos ang grade. Kaya sinasabi sa inyo, tapos ang grade. Yan siya, no? Ayan. Bibigyan sa'yo, because this is Excel. Ang inaantay lang natin, pagdating ng final week, ay ang yung final exam score. I-encode, at tapos na ang iyong final grade. Ito na. Okay? So yan. Next, so tingnan natin. So halimbawa natin, ito naman, ang tataas, no? Ang tataas. Lagyan ko. Ay, sorry. Dito ako maglagay. For example, 18 siya. Ayan. Dito, 18 din siya. Ayan, perfect niya. Pagdating dito, nag-activity 4 pa kasi ito worksheets 1, 2, 3, 4. Nag-activity 4, tingnan nyo naman ang exam. Medyo nagkaroon ng error. Halimbawa, 18 lang siya. Okay, so yan class. Next, ito yung project. Aba, a leader, 40. Ganda ng gawa nila, no? Ito yung long test for tomorrow. 36 lang, nalito. Di alam kung sino ang skewness at kurtosis. Okay. Next, pagdating dito, maglo-long test pa rin tayo. Naka 39. Okay, so yan. Kompleto na, di ba? Ayan na. Ito na yung last week, yung final week natin. Ang final week ata ay April 13 to 18. No? April 13 to 18. So yan siya. Yan ang sinasabi sa inyo. Dapat kompleto na kayo. Ngayon dapat ganyan, no? Kompleto na. O tingnan, walang kulang, walang kulang. So yan. Kasi may recitation na tayo, hindi pa lang kinocompute ang attendance at saka ang recitation class, no? At wala pa rin ito na lang ang exam natin. Paano pa mababawi yung mga mga needed scores ninyo? So ito na lang, ito na yung final week. For example, April 13. Yari na yung grade mo eh. Inaantay na lang ang score mo. Aba, nag-review mabuti. 78 ang grade. Ayan ha. Nilagay lang yung 78, nilagay yung 78, at ito na yung makikita. Pag pinrest ni ma'am yan, 78, tapos na lahat ang class record ng ma'am. Ganyan ang mga teacher lahat class, no? Hindi lang si ma'am. Lahat, naka-Excel yan, naka-formula yan. Nababago lang yung mga total points. Ano ba yung mga points ninyo per activity, per long test, per midterm exam. Baka yung iba 100 points. So yan, ayan na yung 78. Makikita na dito, uusad lang ni ma'am yan, anong grade niya? Ayan, 1.25. 96.3 and that is 1.25. Yan ang grades niya, no? Eh baka yung mga susunod na exam niya, perfect pa lalo, umabot pa ng plot 1. Yan ang sinasabi, that is the Excel computation of your grade. Kaya for those, no, with mis-examination class, no, with mis-exam, please, no, please, kuhanin nyo na, huwag nyong inawanan. Or kung kinuha mo man, but better, no, review first the lessons because you need points, no, to have a passing final grade. Question on the computation of your grade? May gustong itanong? Hello? Naintindihan? Hello? Hello?
Opo.
Okay, so yan ha, yan ha. Yan ang sinasabi sa inyo. So kaya sasabihin nyo, pag binigay after final exam, so ibibigay na kagad ang final grade, and then sasabihin nyo, ma'am, ano pang magagawa? Wala na. Tapos na tayo. Abe, encoding na ng grades. No? Pagkatapos ng final week, ilalagay na sa portal ang inyong grade. Tapos na. Kaya hanggang may panahon pa, 16, so ngayon, itong week na to, next week, tapos yung 30, 31, third week, kasi yung 1, 2, 3 ay, April 1, 2, 3 ay, ano yan, Holy Week, Lenten season. Next, meron pang 6, 7, 8. So hanggang doon. So almost 4 weeks pa para mabuo mo pa. Pero pagdating na ng 5th week, which is the final exam, no more examination. Wala nang bigayan dun, class. Wala nang submission ng mga activities natin. Wala nang kuhanan ng exam during the final week. No? During the final week in SFT. No? In SFT. Kasi ang inaantay na lang natin ay final exam score. Okay? I-erase ko na lang yung mga red-red na yan ha. So yan. So makikita ninyo. So G1, wala akong problema sa G1. So ganda ng record. O, tingnan nyo. Hindi siya bungi-bingi. Bingi? Ano? Bungi. Okay, so yan lang. O. Okay, tapos tong isa na to. Okay, tapos yun. Tatlo lang. Unlike sa G2, so kita nyo, puro bungi ang aking class record. Okay. Let me save first para i-erase ko yung nilagay ko. So I hope no naliwanagan na kayo how to compute your grade, no, your final grade. So ganyan din sa ibang class o course ninyo o subject ninyo class, no? So ang computation, zero-based grading system, Excel form, no? Excel form. Hindi na manual computation kaya ang bilis lang, no? Ang bilis lang. Pasok lang ng pasok. Kaya si ma'am, may sistema. Yung score sa test paper nakalagay sa taas ng pangalan. Para pag sulat ko, ganun lang. So, tingin lang ako. Siyempre, senior citizen na si ma'am, hindi yung nasa right side, sa upper right corner. Kasi titingnan mo yung score, titingnan mo yung pangalan, tingin ka doon. So, babalik ka uli. Yon. So, medyo hilo na si ma'am noon. Kaya diretso lang, no? Pag-encode sa laptop. Okay? So, no more question about the project, about the computation of the final grade, no? So, sinasabi ko, there is still hope, no? Be hopeful that you will pass the subject, SFT 313. Hanggang maaari, huwag niyong ulitin ang 313, no? 313. Okay? So, yan. Next now, let us proceed to the next lesson. So, intro nito ay last week. So, ito na yung computation part. So, this will be second part of the long test for tomorrow. Pero pinadali ko na rin, no? I don't want your life miserable in statistics. Kung pwedeng mapadali ang mga computation, padaliin. At kung ano yung madadali, yun na lang ang ilagay sa examination. Pero pag math major, talagang long method. Yung mga short method na lang kukunin natin. Okay? Wait, let me open the lesson. Wait lang class, medyo mabagal. Word not responding. Wait lang. Okay, so this is now relative measures of variability. Last week, I discussed this. So please review coefficient of variation. Bibigyan kayo ng dalawang problem. Okay. Then after that, may nakabukas pa ba ako? Teka, wait lang ha. Ayaw umangat. What happened? Wait lang. Close ko yung iba. Bumabagal. Okay. Okay, review this part, class. Review this part. Meron dong dalawang problem, ganito. Similar to this o parallel to this, bibigyan ka na ng dalawang problem. Then, nakasulat na rin ang coefficient of variation. Kukunin mo lang doon ang standard deviation at saka ang mean. Ito standard deviation, ito ang mean. I-times mo sa 100. Then you get the score. And then after that, you compare. No? Yung maliit, no? Sino ang mas malaki? Kung mas malaki, so store A has a larger variation from the mean. Pag nauna naman si store B, so store B has a lesser variation from the mean. Meron yan. So that is test 3 ata. Test 3 o number 3. Okay, so yan. Next, walang coefficient of quartile deviation. Wala nito. Okay. Punta na tayo sa skewness and kurtosis. Okay? So, ito yung long method ng kurtosis. Long method muna. Paano gagawin nyo sa examination at sa final exam pag yan ang lesson. So, binigyan tayo ng table, number of correct answers ng bata. At ito yung frequency. Okay? Distribution of correct answers of 19 students who participated in a math contest. Tandaan ninyo, pag gumagawa kayo ng research, what is the table number? Di mo susulat yung table number, yung mismong number na table 1 ka na ba, table 2, table 3. So, as you progress, class, o mo nandun ka na sa pang page 56, anong table number mo na nun? Pang table 7 na ba? And what is the title? So, laging ganyan class, no? Table number and then the title. Okay? So, number of correct answer, 1. Frequency, isa lang ang nakakuha. 2, no? Number of correct answer, 2 nakakuha. 3 correct answers, 4 silang estudyante. 4 correct answers, 5. 5 correct answers, 4 na estudyante. 6 correct answers, 2 estudyante. Then 7 correct answers, 1. So, ibig sabihin, matataas ang score nila. No? Okay, so total is 19. Then pagkuha ng mean, since frequency at saka ito, so gagamit tayo ng summation fx kasi may frequency. Kaya 1 times 1, 2 times 2, then 3 times 4, 4 times 5, 5 times 4, 6 times 2, 7 times 1, 19. Okay, so all over 19. So pag kinalki yan, 76 divided by 19, the mean now is 4. The average score. Kasi merong score 7, 6, no? Ang average. So karamihan daw, kapag kinuha mo, the average score is 4. Next, determine the median. O ngayon isulat mo, ba't man ang dami, ma'am? Pag kinukuha mo ang median, hindi ito ang kukunin mo. Yung frequency. Isa lang, isang estudyante, isa ang tama. 2 estudyante, ang tama niya ay 2. Tapos, ilan ang estudyante nakakuha ng 3? Okay, 4 daw. Kaya 1, 2, 3, 4. That 4 correct answers, 5 sila. Kaya 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 correct answers, 4. 2 correct answer na 6 at 1. Then, kunin mo yung kalate out of 19, 19 is an odd number, may gitna. And the middle value is the median. Then mode. Mode is 4. That is the most frequently occurring score. Nag-a-occur ang 5, pero 4 times lang siya nag-occur. Next, ang 4, nag-occur ng 5 times. Kaya ang sabi niya, ang mode ay the value o yung number with the highest frequency. And 4 appeared 5 times. Than 5 which appeared 4 times only. Okay? Ang 3 din appeared 4 times. Kaya yung pinakamataas ay 4. Okay? Next, kung kukunin mo naman ang standard deviation ng ungrouped data, so yan, ito yung short method. Class, ito ang number 1 sa exam nyo. Test 1 or number 1. Bibigyan ka ng score, parang inarrange ko na ata, no? Inarrange ko na kasi it take you how many minutes in arranging the data. So, naka-arrange na rin, ha? So, inarrange ko na, just raise it to the second power. Mahaba lang to. Lahat arrange sa second power. Okay. Pag inarrange mo na sa second power, then you get the sum of this, sum of x. And then sum of the squared of the points of the values, 346. At ito ngayon ang standard deviation. So, kung hindi naka-square root, kung ito lang class, kung wala yung square root symbol, that is variance. Variance pa siya, no? E nilagay na yung square root symbol. Ang nasosolve nyo na ay standard deviation. Naka-standard deviation na tayo. Kaya, okay, the square root of, replace sum of x squared, sum daw of x squared. Ito ang sama, you are not going to square it again. Sum na, nang ini-square mo. Dito laging nagkakamali. O tomorrow na naman, malilito. Sinasabi na sa inyo, ito yung test 1. Okay. So, 300, nasaan na? 46. Okay. Next, minus numerator, sum of x. This is the sum of x, 76, but raised to the second power, with or without parentheses. Pag may parentheses pa, okay, so doon yung squared. Pag wala, okay rin. Divided by n. Ilan yung n mo? Hindi ito n. Ilan yung binigay na estudyante? 11. All over 19 minus 1. Okay, then pag-aralan, no? Magmula pa sa worksheet 1, no? Tinuro na ang calcu input. So, paanong calcu input niyan? Buksan mo, no? Ang iyong lecture notes na mamaya, practicein. And then you will get 1.53. Okay, 1.53. And then you are going to compute. Yan lang ang kailangan. Ang kailangan lang, class, ay mean, median, and standard deviation. Pero sa mga computation, sinasama na ang mode. But for the computation of the skewness, you need only the mean, median, and then the mode. Okay, punta ako sa computation na. Okay, so yan. Ganito lang ang ibibigay ko sa exam, sa long test, at saka sa final examination. Hindi mo na kukumputin yung detailed solution na yun kanina, no? Pero gagawin mo yun bukas sa test 1 kasi ito yung mean deviation, pagkuha ng standard deviation, no? Standard deviation short method. This is number 1. For ungrouped data, for few data lang. Okay. Pagdating sa long test at saka sa final exam, bibigay na sa'yo. You will not compute for the mean, the median, and the mode, and then the standard deviation. Okay? For example, kukumputin mo, ito yung formula class, no? Formula for the coefficient of skewness. Okay. So, kunin mo, SK, skewness, is equal to 3. Constant yan. Kuha ka ng mean. Ito sinabi sa'yo, mean. Pag hindi mo nakita yung word na mean, nandun yung X bar. X bar means mean. Replace the X bar or mean by 4 kasi yan ang 4. Minus 4. Okay, minus 4. Divided by 1.53. Kasi ito naman yung standard deviation. Pababa, column. Okay, column yan. Then ito pa lang, 4.0 minus 4.0 is 0. Times 3 is 0. Divided by 1.53 is 0. Then after that, ganyan yung computation nyo Dito pinakita nga dyan. Then after that, meron doon nakalagay. May parentheses doon, class. Kasi after computing the value, you are going to describe the skewness, the graph, the distribution. If the value is 0, the computed value is 0, the description of the distribution is that is a normal, that is a normal distribution. Okay. May nakalagay doon, may underline. Okay. Sa line na yon, di pinapa-describe sa'yo. If it is 0, the answer is normal distribution. Kitang-kita pa lang. Kung hindi pinapa-compute sa'yo, class, ang sabi lang sa'yo, describe the graph. You will look on the median and then the mean. If they are equal, automatic the answer is normal distribution. But if you are asked to give the value, so meron ka pang isosolve. If it is equal to 0, that is a normal distribution. Did you get it? Naintindihan? Hello? Naintindihan? Okay, I will repeat. I will repeat. Pag binigay lang, wari mo sa final exam, bibigay ang values na yan lahat. Tapos sabi sa'yo, describe the distribution. A, skewed to the right. B, skewed to the left. C, normal distribution. D, none of the above. So, Ang tingnan mo lang, walang pinapakompute, tingnan mo lang if they are equal, and the answer is normal distribution. Pero pag sinabi sa yung solve, no, the value of the skewness and then describe the distribution, magsosolve ka muna. Ipapakita mo muna yon, and this is now the description. Next, number 2, column number 2. Sabi, solve and describe the distribution. Okay, so ganito naman. 3, so yan sabi niya 3, and then ano ang mean? 5.6 minus 6. Okay. Then divided by standard deviation, ayan ang standard deviation, 1.07. Okay. Then, calculate mo muna, i-minus mo muna to, i-minus mo, times 3 equals. Divided by 1.07. No need to write parentheses on the denominator. We have only one value. Pero pag dalawa na yung value sa ilalim, sa denominator, open parenthesis, then close. Pero iisa lang, kaya subtract times 3 equals. Divided by 1.07 equals. The answer is negative. No? Pag maliit, binawasan mo ng malaki, for sure, the answer is a negative value. Then after that, sasabihin sa'yo, ito na yung nakuha mo, describe the graph. And the answer is skewed to the left. Yan. Pag may negative na sign ang nakuha mong value, automatic skewed to the left. Okay. So may underline doon, no? Wala pang laman. Siyempre pag nasa laptop, una muna yung word kaysa sa underline. Okay, so yan. Skewed to the left. Next. What about this? Sabi doon. Pero pag sinabi sa'yo, given the values, describe the graph. Abay, walang pinapakompute na value ng skewness. Tingnan mo lang. If the mean is smaller than the median or less than the median, the answer is skewed to the left. So meron ganyan sa final exam, ha? So ganyan lang sa final exam. May pinapakompute, may number na pinapakompute and describe the graph. Meron naman, given the values, simply describe the distribution. Next, number 3. O, computein mo naman daw yan. Next, copy 3. Quantity, the mean is 2.4. Okay? Minus the median. Ayan na. Ito yung mean. Baka paano sa kinuha? Ayan o, mean. Naka-tabular form. Ito yung median. Okay. So that is 2. And standard deviation of 1.07. Then 2.4 minus 2.0 is 0.4 times 3 equals. Divided by 1.07, the answer is a positive number. A positive number. If it is positive, okay, the answer is skewed to the right. Okay. Okay. Ayun na yung sagot. Ayun siya, no? Sabi niya, for skewed to the distribution. Pero sa exam ganito, compute, then describe. Compute, then describe. Kasi may check yon, then may check ito. May check yung value, and then one check for the description. One check, and then one check. Then, after that, pero pag binigay lang sa'yo yung value sa final exam, given the following values, what can you say about the skewness of the distribution? Ay, mas malaki ngayon ang mean. The mean is larger than the median. Automatic, wala ka pang kinocompute. The answer is skewed to the right. I will repeat. If the mean and the median are equal, that is a normal distribution. At pati mode, no? Pati mode yan. Pero tinitingnan lang natin sa skewness ay mean and median. Then, if the mean is smaller or less than the median, that is skewed to the left. And you will get a negative value. But this time, if the mean is larger than the median, you will get a positive value. And that is skewed to the right. Ito ang tatandaan nyo. Notice, class, na pag pala equal ang nakukuha mong value ng skewness, the distribution is normal. Pag less than 0, ay ano ba ang mga less than 0? Diba? 1, 2, 3, konti ko na lang, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, and then 0. Lagay ko dito, less than 0. Diba? Ang mga maliliit, kasi sabi niya, nakasimbol lang, ang skewness daw ay maliit sa 0. Ano bang mga maliliit sa 0? Diba? Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, and so on and so forth are less than 0. Or negative numbers, in short, are less than 0. Okay, next, tandaan nyo naman na pag ang skewness value is greater than 0, the distribution is skewed to the right. O, ito naman yung 0. Pantayin ko. Yan yung 0. Greater than daw sa 0. Ay, sorry. Nasaan na ako? Greater than. Greater than. Baliktad ako. Greater than. Okay. 0. Yan. So, meron ako dito. Ayan. Dito yung opening, ibig sabihin si M malaki. Di ba si 1 malaki kay 0? Si 2 malaki kay 0? Si 3 malaki kay 0? Pag binigyan ka ng 3.4, that is greater than 0. Pag nakakuha ka ng 12.9, that is greater than 0. Pag nakakuha ka ng 33.5, that is greater than 0. Pag positive number, pag positive, that is skewed to the right. Pag may negative, parang mo, negative 12.3, basta may negative, that is skewed to the left. Naintindihan? Hello? Did you get it? Naintindihan? Okay, next naman. So that is test 3. Test 4. Ito ang test 4. Punta tayo sa kurtosis. Ayan. Kurtosis, meron tayong tinatawag na leptokurtic, ang taas ng graph. Platykortic, platted, and then mesocortic, that is a normal distribution. This was presented last meeting. Okay. So, hanggang ngayon, 49 lang ako, no? Dami rin na namang absent. Okay. Ito yung computation, long method, no? So, ginawa na natin yan. So, hindi ko kayo pakukomputin yan ng long method. Short method lang din, pero dapat natutunan yan, no? Kung paano natin ginawa sa mean deviation. Okay. So, konti lang, kasi yung shortcut lang kukunin natin. So, balikan natin, review lang. So, you get the sum, 76. And then, how many values? This is ungrouped data, 8. Divide natin. So, the mean is 9.5. Next. So, the score minus the mean, 4 minus 9.5, kaya negative 5.5. 6 minus the mean, negative 3.5. Pero pagdating na dito, malaki na yung score sa mean. 10 minus 9.5 is 0.5. We do not want the negative values. Kaya mathematical manipulation, we place the numbers inside the absolute value. So nawala na yung negative, all of them are positive. Next, para makompute ang variance patungo sa standard deviation, square naman ito. 5.5 squared, 30.25. 3.5 squared, 12.25, and so on. Then you get the sum. Then, that is the computation for the, what do you call this? For the standard deviation. Okay. Pagdating dyan, nakuha na natin yan. Pero pagdating mo ng kurtosis, may to the fourth power pa. Anong ito to the fourth power mo? Naka-score yun. Class, ito lang, 5.5. Kung nandyan yung calcu nyo, nandyan ba ang calcu? 5.5 5.5 close, 5.5. Tapos meron kayo na key na raise to the, nasaan siya? Raise to the n. Raise to the n. Wait lang. 5.5. Insert ako. Alam nyo, pag teacher ng math, napakahirap mag-encode ng test, gumawa ng lecture notes, kasi ang hirap ng mga tambagal, mapupuyat ka sa kagagawa. Where's the exponent? Ayan. Class, hanapin nyo yung key na may ganito. Nasaan ang calculus? Yung merong x raised to n. Wala siyang x squared, ha? Wala siyang x squared. Nakita nyo yung katabi ng x squared? Did you see it? Okay, pag nakita mo yan, edi wala namang exponent, ma'am. At saka mo ngayon ipipress ang 4. And then equals. Makakakita ka ng 915.0625. Did you get it? Nakuha? Hello? Okay, so yan ha. Ganyan ang pagkuha niyan. O, 3.5. Then, the key, ginagamit kasi ito, kinato pag hindi na siya squared. Pag na raise to the third power, to the fourth power, to the fifth power, to the sixth power. So you press the key, then anong power mo siya i-raise? To the fourth power. And these are the answers. Kaya ang lalaki na ng number. Kaya sabi ko sa inyo, oh, ang lalaki na ng number. So next week naman, hindi naman malalaki yung number. Kaya lang problem solving tayo. Probability with the use of the calculator also, no? So yan, medyo maliliit na, pero problem analysis naman. Okay, so yan. Hindi ko na kayo pa-computein yan. O then you get the sum. Okay, so yan. Eto na ngayon. Ito pa lang kinocompute niya. Dito pa lang, standard deviation. Okay, ito na yung mean and the standard deviation is 4.07. Okay, next now. Ito yung skewness. Paano kinocompute ang skewness? Okay. Itong ibibigay ko, you will not compute this way. Bibigyan ka lang class, no? Bibigyan kita ng mean. Bibigay ko na yung mean. Okay. So, ang mean natin ay 9.05. For example, dito ko sulat. Ay, ayaw na dito. Okay, dito lang. Ito for example, given. Ay, ang laki. Mean. What happened? Naka-ano kasi ko. Naka-formula. Okay. So, mean equals 9.5. 9.5. Tapos, bibigyan kita ng median. Median equals to 9. Okay. Then, after that, bibigyan kita ng standard deviation equals 4.07. Ayan. Ngayon, ilalagay mo dito, class. Ito yung formula ng kurtosis. Ito, skewness pa lang. O, pag ganyan, class, pinapakompute sa'yo ang skewness. Okay. 3, ang mean mo 9.5 minus 9 divided by 4.7. The mean is greater than the median. So, for sure, you will have positive number. This is a positive number. And if the value is a positive number, describe it. So, pwede mong sabihin positively skewed or simply skewed to the right. Pag positively skewed ay tinatanggap na description o kaya skewed to the right. Pag nakakuha ka ng negative, pwede mong sabihin negatively skewed o kaya skewed to the left. Okay, so yan. Paano pagdating sa kurtosis? Itong formula ng kurtosis. Yan. So, ito pala, sinulat na pala. Pag value ng kurtosis class, ang kailangan mo lamang ay n. Okay, so n. And then, yung value sum of, alisin ko nga, alam ko nilagay ko dito para maayos. Wait lang ha. Alam ko, inayos ko. Ayan, ganito lang. Ayan, class. Ito yung nasa taas, sinortcut ko lang para for presentation. Itong ibibigay ko sa test bukas at sa final exam. Hindi na yung mahabang computation. I will give the value. Kinompute na. Computed value na ng summation of to the fourth of the mean deviation. 3309.5. Ilan ang n? 8. Anong standard deviation? 4.07. And the formula for kurtosis is K is equal to the summation of to the fourth of this deviation divided by n s to the fourth. O isa-substitute mo na lang. Summation f to the fourth kukunin mo doon. Lalagay mo sa numerator. Pero nandun na. Matatagalan na ako. So, lalagay mo sa numerator. N mo, ayun yung 8. Yung s to the fourth, yan ang problema mo. Ang unang solusyon mo, you raise it to the fourth kasi ang nakalagay lang s to the first power. Ang kailangan ng formula, s to the fourth power. Class, ito ha. Tandaan nyo, dadaan muna tayo dito sa sa computation bago mo makompute to. S to the fourth power. O di ngayon, press sa calci nyo, 4.07. Then, the exponent key, and then 4 equals, ito yung makukuha nyo, 165,649. 165,649. Kaya ito siya. Balik ko dun sa unahan. Raw data. Ayun siya, class. Ito siya. 16 pala. Hindi ko nalagyan pala ng point yun. Ito, oh. Scored. Bakit scored? Ito yun. At to the point, ba't mali pala yung kuha ko? Class, iba pala. Ito pala ha. Ito sundan nyo. Mali pala yung computation ko doon. Ito yung s to the fourth. Kasi ang s natin dito ay 4.07. Ito na. Ito yung tama. Class, ito ha. So, ito na yung 4.07 raised to the fourth power. Pag-aralan yan, practicein. 274.3959. Okay. So, yan. So, summation na yan, ibibigay ko na. Given, ayun na, kinuha natin. 3309.5. Then, 8, 8 lang siya. 8 lang to. 2468. Given na yan sa problem, hindi ka magko-compute. And then, ito yung i-computein mo lang. Pag mali ito, kasi lalagay mo doon, ayan, mali na. 3309.5 equals divided by quantity. So, dapat may parenthesis kasi dalawa na laman. Quantity 8 times 274.3959, sarado, close, equals. Tingnan nyo nga kung nasundan sa calcu. Nasundan sa calcu? Hello? Paki-compute. Tingnan nyo nga kung nasundan nyo sa calcu. Hello? Nakuha? Okay, so isa, nakita ko isa. Yan ang exam bukas ha, yan ang exam. Kung gustong kumuha na naman ng passing grade. Okay, so yan. Yan ang gagawin natin bukas ha. I will repeat. Ito lang, ibibigay ko na tong values. And 407, mali pala ako doon. Wait lang na. 4.07 to the fourth equals, ayan, 274.4 decimal places ang kinukuha, class. Dapat marunong mag-round off. So, 274.3959. Okay, so yan ang ilalagay. Sum nito, ito numerator. So, ilalagay nyo doon. And then, n sa denominator times, ito nang ilalagay, hindi yun na yung correct value na ng raised to the fourth power. And then press in the calculator. Yan lang, given na. Hindi ko na kayo pakukumpute ng mahabang table na yon. That is for few data, ungroup data. Paano naman pagdating sa group data? Okay, ito yung group data. Ayan, pag group data na, meron kang lower limit, upper limit, and then the frequency. Okay. So, hindi na rin kayo magko-compute nito. Pero paano ginagawa uli? So, less than cumulative frequency, tinakal na natin yan 2 weeks ago, tapos last week din. So, copy 4 plus 12, 16, plus 15, 31, plus 13, 44, plus 650, plus 555. Okay. Then, midpoint. 70 plus 74 divided by 2 is 72. Then, successive addition of 5. Plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. F, frequency times the midpoint. 4 times 72 to 88. 12 times 77, 924. Pag may F, kinukuha yung sum. O, kinukuha mo yung sum para mayroon kang mean. Ito na yung mean. Okay. Next, anong gagawin mo sa mean? O sabi doon, no, midpoint minus the mean. Kaya 72 minus 83.82, 11.82. Nilagay na yung absolute value para wala ng negative. 77 minus 83.82 is negative 6.82. Nilagay sa loob, kaya positive. 82 minus 83.82, negative pa rin. Lagay mo doon. This time malaki na to, minus 83, kaya positive na. Okay, then you are going to square this. 11.82 squared, eto sagot. Then i-multiply mo, F times 139, 558. Ma'am, bakit 4 decimal places ang ginagamit? Kasi accurate pag 4 decimal places. No? Pag 2 decimal places, lumalaki yung value ninyo. Okay? Kaya pag sinabing 4 decimal places, more accurate. The answer is more accurate. Okay? Next, so hanggang squared, mako-compute mo na ang standard deviation. Okay, ito yung standard deviation. 6896. Hindi pa tapos. Kasi kailangan natin sa kurtosis ang to the fourth power. Kaya ito, 11.82 to the fourth power. At saka palang imumultiply sa 4. So meron ng inumit na table. Kasi once you are used to it, hindi naman dadamihan mo yung table, hindi nakakasya sa bond paper. Kaya ino-omit na. So, maliwanag ang formula. Pinaparaise ito sa the fourth power and then multiply it by 4. Kaya 11.82 to the fourth power equals times 4 at yun ang sagot. 6.82 to the fourth power times 12 and this is the answer. Then 1.82 to the fourth power times 15, this is the answer. Minultiply na sa F, kaya you need to get the sum. Basta minultiply na sa F, you have to get the sum. O ito na ngayon yung sum. At yan ang gagamitin mo sa kurtosis. Ayan ang kurtosis class. Okay. Ito pa lang ang skewness. So 3 times the mean na 83.82, ang median ay 83.83. Malaki ito kaysa doon. So you will get a positive number. And if the answer is positive, describe the distribution that is positively skewed or skewed to the right. Ito na ang computation ng kurtosis. Kukunin mo from the table kung pinagawa sa iyan, no? Pinagawa sa iyan, kukunin mo tong value na yan. Okay. Divided by n. Okay? Raised to the fourth power. Kaya ito first power pa lang. Ito yung unang computation. 6.896. Then the key to the fourth power. Then press 4 equals. Ito yung answer. Then divide. The answer is 2.277. Then you describe the graph. Ma'am, paano kailan mo sasabing platycortic? Eto naman ang summary. Ayan, eto yung sinasabi ko sa inyo. Ganito lang ang ibibigay sa inyo tomorrow and in the final exam. Bibigyan lang kita nito, hindi ka magko-compute ng mahabang table. This is the value of summation f sub I raised to the fourth power of the mean deviation. Ito yung sagot. And may 55. Ito yung standard deviation. Pero ang una mong solution is to raise the standard deviation to the fourth power. Ito siya. So 2261460525. Ayan na, tama yung copy ko, mali yung copy ko kanina. Okay, so yan. And then, ilalagay mo na ngayon sa, what do you call this? You substitute this in the formula. Palitan mo na to, nito. All over n, replace n by 55 times this one. Ito yon. Ito yung ibig kong sabihin. And then, this is the answer. Ito ngayon yung summary ng value. Ba't nawala? Kailan mo sasabihin na platycortic? Where did I place it? Ito. Platycortic, K, ito. Una muna, mesocortic. Pag sinabi nating mesocortic, K is equal to 3. That is a normal distribution. Pag sa skewness, K is equal to 0. 0 sila, no? 0. Pero sa mesocortic, K is equal to 3. So pag nakakuha ka ng exactly equal to 3, yung pala ay normal distribution or mesocortic. Platycortic, pag maliliit sa 3, no? Pag maliliit sa 3 na. So for example, maliit sa 3, less than 3. Ano ba ang maliliit sa 3? Okay, so maliit ang 0.123, maliit ang 1, maliit ang 2, mali ako, 2.33, so yan, maliliit sila sa 3. Okay, so yan. Next, pag naman to k is equal to 3, so ibig sabihin, 3 is equal to 3. Paano naman to? Greater than daw, no? Greater than. Dito muna ako. So, pag greater than, hanggang mag-negative pala to, class. Di ba ang negative ay maliit sa 3? So, yan. Next, ito naman, greater than 3. O ano ba yung greater than 3? Pag meron ko ng 3.03, malaki na yun sa 3. 3.54, malaki na yun sa 3. Di lalo na pag nagkaroon ng 4.01. So, meron kang 4.85 and so on, ay malaki sa 3. Okay, greater than 3. Okay, so pag maliit sa 3, platycortic. Pag naman equal na equal sa 3, mesocortic. Pag malalaki sa 3, that is a leptokurtic. Kailan mo masasabi? Abay, mag-solve ka muna. You have to solve first. Okay. Kailangan mo muna i-solve. Diba ang 2.277 ay maliit sa 3. So the distribution now is platycortic. Okay? So that's the end of the lesson. Ang pangalawa pa pala, class, na hindi natin na-review ay ang long method. Long method ng... Wait, i-close ko lang ito ha. Save ko muna. Tingnan ko nga kung ma-open ko. Ayan ang sinasabi. Tiyan ko, open ko lang yung isang hindi natin na-review. Close ko na to. Kaso pag kinlose, word not responding. Measures of variability. I'm still 5 minutes. Wait lang. I'm opening the lesson on measures of variability. Okay, class. Ganito lang kaigsi ang test bukas ng number 1. Short method, bibigyan ka ng score. I think naka-arrange sa, pero medyo malaki ang number. Ito ganito, 10, 11, 12, 13. Kaya medyo malaki yung score. Ay, di pala yan. Mean deviation pala yan. Ito to, class. Yan. Medyo malaki yung number, 2 digit, kaya malaki yung value. Pag 10 scored, 100, 11 scored, 121, 12 scored, yan ang number 1 sa long test tomorrow. Then nakabigay na rin ang formula. So, for the standard deviation. Pagdating naman sa long method, group data, short method lang ang pinapasolve. Ito yung long method pero hindi yan. Ito lang, short method class. Paki-review itong part na to, short method. Bibigyan ka, nilagyan ko na ng 0. So, nilagay na ko lahat ng 0 yung gitna. Kung nasaan ang highest frequency, then that row is equal to 0. So, the number above it is negative, then the numbers below it is positive. Then sabi D-squared, you squared this to remove the negative symbol. Then FD daw. Positive, negative is negative. So magkakaroon ka ng negative. Okay. Positive times positive is positive. If you have two negative integers, add the negative integers. Add the positive integers. Then add. Add pa rin, but the process is subtracting the numbers. Ina-add mo sila, pero unlike sign kasi sila, they are negative and positive integers class. So anong ginagawa? Subtract the value. 29 minus 15 is 14, but 29 is greater. Okay? Then step 5, FD squared. Okay? FD squared, eto si F, eto si D squared, multiply. Then add. And this is now the formula. Ito na yung formula. Yan yung number 2 sa exam. Number 1, yung kanina. Number 2 ito. Number 3, yung coefficient of variation. Number 4, skewness. And then test 5, kurtosis. So those are the items in the test. Okay. Next, one more. I have still 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Wait lang. What happened? Where is that? Nawala. Ay, mali. Sorry, iba na pindot ni ma'am. Is my screen visible? Is my screen visible?
Yes po.
Yes po.
Okay, so yan, yes. Last na lang. Ito class yung sinasabi kong interpretation. So, di ba may frequency ka? Ang wala lang dito yung percentage. So, paki-open niyo yung unit 3, organizing data. Okay, so yung merong array, merong stem leaf, tapos ito yung frequency distribution. So, ito siya. The table shows, so kaya lalagay mo, table 1 shows, kasi may table 1 na tayo doon. Table 1 shows that of the 25 employees of the supermarket, the youngest is 22 years old, while the oldest is 51 years old because the data is about ages of employees. So sa inyo naman ay job types. Most of the employees are in their 20s, 6 are in their 30s, and their 40s, and only 2 are in their 50s. So wala about frequency ang interpretation, no? Wala yung percentage. Pag percentage naman, okay? So kuha tayo doon sa may group data. Alam ko may nilagyan na ako dito ng yellow. Ayan. So, ganito naman. So, itong percentage, at saka yung type of job ninyo. O kaya, percentage, and then the, ano yon injuries. So, ganyan lang. As shown in the table, of the 50 students who took the test in statistics, 6%. So, kuha ka lang ng percentage. 6% got scores between 24 and 30 kasi score naman to. And 6% got, and another 6%, kung gusto mo doon, and another 6% scored between 31 and 37. Most of the students, or 18% of them, most of the students, ito kasi yung 9, most of the student, highest frequency. Or, diniscuss niya yung frequency, yung percentage, 18% of them scored between 89 and 65. O kaya lalagyan nyo doon, most of the respondents, or 18% of them, are chefs or are entrepreneur. Okay, so ganun lang ang simple interpretation. 5 sentences lang. 3 about percentage, ay about frequency, o 2 about percentage. Okay. So, pwede niyong open ng lesson 3, unit 3, ano tawag doon? Organizing data. Okay? So, that's all for today. Please come on time tomorrow. Ay, teka muna, wait lang. Wala pala tayong screenshot. Naku, mapapagalitan ako. Wala naman akong report. Okay. Please, no, let us document the meeting today. Save ko lang. Then close. Open your com for documentation now. So I have 50 attendees. Please come on time. Sabagay, ano pa naman kayo tomorrow, di ba? 3:30 to 5. Okay, at the count of 3 now, at the count of 3. Don't forget the calculator. Hindi rin naka-uniforme bukas. Hindi na kayo nagagalit kay ma'am sa pagsita ng uniforme, ha? Tapos kung kailan din naka-uniforme, daming naka-uniforme. Baliktad. Okay, at the count of 3, magdala ng calculator. 1, ay teka, mali ako. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you very much, class. See you tomorrow for the 4th long test.
Salamat po, ma'am. Bye-bye po.
Thank you then. Thank you.
Thank you po.
Yes, sino may question? Jillian ba yun? Nakita ko. Jillian.
Ma'am,
Yes, what is the question?
tanong lang po kung
Yes.
magbibigay po ulit kayo ng ng reviewer po para sa long test bukas.
Ajeje, reviewer, hindi, wala. Nireview ko na ngayon, sinabi ko na. Di ba
Okay
kung ano
po.
yung test? Oo. Pero magre-review si ma'am bukas.
Okay po, thank you po.
Okay, ha? Pero mabilisan lang review, hindi ka detalye, ha?
Thank you po, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.